Hi, this video deals with the subject of 26 remedies for stress relief. If you want more advice on how to combat chronic stress, I've put together an ebook full of useful tips, so please click the link in the description for this video to check it out.
Here are quick steps that you can take toward relieving stress. Number 1, don't just sit there. Move. According to many psychologists, motion creates emotion. When you're idle, it's easy to become depressed. Your heart rate slows down, less oxygen travels to your brain, and you're slumped somewhere in a chair, blocking air from reaching your lungs. Right now, regardless of how you are feeling, get up and walk around at a fast tempo. Even jump up and down a little bit. It may sound silly, but the results speak for themselves. Try it for a few minutes. It works like magic. Exercise can be a great stress buster. People with anxiety disorders might worry that aerobic exercise could bring on a panic attack. After all, when you exercise, your heart rate goes up, you begin to sweat, and your breathing becomes heavier. Don't panic. It's not an attack. Tell yourself this over and over while you're exercising. Realize that there's a big difference between the physical side of exercise and what happens when you exercise. Number 2, smell the roses. Go on that trip that you've been dreaming about. Visit an old friend. Paint a picture. Just do something for yourself. It'll jolt your imagination and spur your creativity and help you detach from your other daily routines. Number 3, help others cope with their problems. It's very therapeutic when you engross yourself in helping others. You will be surprised how many people's problems are worse than your own. You can offer others assistance in countless ways. Don't curl up in your bed and let depression take hold of you. Get out and help somebody. But be careful. Don't get caught up in other people's problems in an attempt to forget about your own. Number 4, laugh a little. You've heard that laughter is good internal medicine. It relieves tension and loosens the muscles. It causes blood to flow to the heart and the brain. More importantly, laughter releases a chemical that rids the body of pains. Every day, researchers discover new benefits of laughter. Let me ask you this question. Can you use a good dose of belly-shaking laughter every now and then? Of course you can. What are you waiting for? Go to a comedy club or rent some funny movies. Number 5, wear your knees out. If there were one sustainable remedy I could offer when the going gets tough, it would be prayer. Many people depend on their faith, might call it meditation. It doesn't matter what you call it as long as you have a place to run to. There are no quick fixes when you're feeling stressed, so want more? No problem. More stress management. Number 6, make stress your friend. Acknowledge that stress is good and make stress your friend. Based on the body's natural fight or flight response, that burst of energy will enhance your performance at the right moment. Top sportsmen are not relaxed before a big competition. Use stress wisely to push yourself that little bit extra harder when it counts the most. Number 7, stress is contagious. What we mean by this is that negative people can be a huge stress factor. Negativity breeds stress, and some people do nothing but complain. Don't get caught up in their downing behavior. Recognize that these kinds of people have their own stress, and then limit your contact with them. You can try to play stress doctor and teach them how to better manage their stress, but be aware that this may contribute more to your own stress, so tread lightly. Number 8, copy good stress managers. When people around you are losing their heads, watch for who keeps calm. What are they doing differently? What is their attitude? What language do they use? Are they trained and experienced? Figure it out from afar and then sit them down for a chat. Learn from the best stress managers and copy what they do. Number 9, use heavy breathing. You can trick your body into relaxing by using heavy breathing. Breathe in slowly for a count of 7, then breathe out for a count of 11. Repeat the 7-11 breathing until your heart rate slows down, your sweaty palms dry off, and things are starting to feel more normal. Number 10, stop stress thought trains. It is possible to tangle yourself up in the stress knot all by yourself. If you're constantly expecting the worst to happen and say negative things to yourself, for example, if this happens, then that might happen, and then we're all up the creek. Most bad things never do happen, so don't waste all the energy worrying needlessly. Give stress thought trains the red light and stop them in their tracks. Number 11, know your stress hotspots and trigger points. Presentations, interviews, meetings, giving difficult feedback, tight deadlines, These are all things that you can get that can get your heart racing. Make your own list of stress trigger points or hotspots, and be specific. Is it only presentations to a certain audience that get you worked up? Does one project cause you more stress than another? Did you drink too much coffee? Knowing what causes your stress is powerful information, as you can take action to make it less stressful. Number 12, eat, drink, sleep, and be merry. Lack of sleep, poor diet, and no exercise wreaks havoc on your body and mind. Kind of obvious, but worth mentioning, as it's often ignored as a stress management technique. Listen to what your mother used to say, and don't burn the candle at both ends. Avoid using artificial means to dealing with your stress. That means don't automatically pour a glass of wine when you think you're about to get stressed out, and don't light up a cigarette. In actuality, alcohol, nicotine, caffeine, and drugs can make the problem worse. A better idea is to practice the relaxation techniques that you've learned here. Then, once you're relaxed, you can have a glass of wine if you want to. Number 13, go outside and enjoy Mother Nature. A little sunshine and activity can have an amazing ramification on your stress level and will enhance your entire outlook towards life. Your improved attitude will have a positive effect on everyone in your family and your circle of friends. Things that once seemed overwhelming will soon become trivial matters, causing you to wonder what the predicament was. Not only will you be less stressed, you'll be healthier, happier, and more energetic, ready to face whatever obstacles come your way. Number 14, give yourself permission to be a kid again. Be carefree and creative. Allow your freedom to express yourself, and don't worry that you're not keeping with the image of who you're supposed to be. Just relax and enjoy yourself. We all have an inner child. Let it free. Number 15, don't set unrealistic goals for yourself. Many people set themselves up for defeat simply by setting unrealistic goals. Whatever your goal is, allow sufficient time to reach it and realize that setbacks will probably happen. Number 16, learn that it's okay to say no occasionally. Many people feel that they have to say yes to everyone. You can't be all things to everybody. You must first meet your own needs before you can give to others. Number 17, make time for yourself your number one priority. Once your own needs are met, you'll find you have more time for others. And you may find more pleasure in helping others when you don't feel that you must always put others' needs before your own. Number 18, this is a great idea that works. Okay, ready? Yell. That's right, scream at the top of your lungs as long as you can. While this may not be feasible in your home, it works great when you're in the car with the windows rolled up. Let out a guttural yelp from deep down inside. It's liberating. Number 19, sing. Music is extremely beneficial to rid yourself of stress. Think how much better you'll feel when you belt out Copacabana at the top of your lungs. Who cares if you can't carry a tune? You're doing this for you. Number 20, take up a new hobby like knitting or crocheting. Don't worry about being good at it. It's the process that's beneficial. Sitting still while performing repetitive movements is calming and stabilizing for many people. It can be time to collect your thoughts. Number 21, start a garden. Even apartment dwellers can do this. Inside in pots on the patio, pots, a small spot in your yard, there's very little work to setting it up. Tending plants, fruits, vegetables, flowers, and watching them grow and bloom or yield food is rewarding. Avid gardeners say working in a garden is the best way to control stress and worry. An added benefit is the creation of a more beautiful, restful environment. Number 22, play with a dog or a cat. Experts say pet owners live longer lives and fewer stress symptoms than non-pet owners. Playing with your pet provides good vibrations for you and the pet. It's a form of social interaction with no pressure to meet anyone's expectations. Number 23, look at the stars and the moon. It can be a very humbling experience to lay on a blanket with your hands behind your head and gaze up into the night sky. It's more than humbling, it's downright beautiful and relaxing. Number 24, treat yourself to some comfort food. But be careful, or overeating could become your big stressor. Enjoy in moderation and you'll feel better. Number 25, swing. Remember the feeling of sitting inside that little piece of leather on the playground as you sway back and forth and feel the wind whipping through your hair? Well, do that. If you don't have a swing in your yard, go to the playground and remember to pump your legs back and forth and see how high you can go. Number 26, take a candle-lit bubble bath. Even men will benefit from a warm bath bathed in the soft glow of candlelight. Lay your head back, feel the bubbles in the warm water, and let your stress go right out the window and down the drain.
Thanks for listening. As I said earlier, if you want more advice on how to combat chronic stress, my ebook is crammed full of useful tips, so please click the link in the description for this video to check it out.